you got him down, man. Let him breathe, at least, man. I've been trying to help out. So you breathe a little bit more.
Apparently the cold weather is setting in, and that means more people will be indoors and there is more chance of coronavirus to spread. And in recent days, we now know from the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation at the University of Washington.
More than 30% of Americans have not made their full housing payments for July, including 19% who made no housing payments at all.
Now to the wildfires raging in the West, which have killed at least 33 people, with dozens of others missing and tens of thousands more forced to flee their homes in California, Oregon, and Washington.
Australia is on fire.
The coronavirus has claimed a Ukrainian passenger plane.
Violent clashes between Hindus and Muslims.
The economy is facing its biggest crisis.
A Pakistan international airline.
Worst plague of locusts.
2 weeks after George Floyd was India's disputed border.
Shackles round my neck, around my arms, down to my feet. Can you hear the wailing women facing defeat? So cry, cry, so cry, cry. I can hear the cry from captivity. Shackles round my neck, around my arms, down to my feet. Can you hear the wailing women facing defeat? So cry, cry, so cry, cry. I can see the end in sight. The light at the end of the tunnel is shining bright. He has not forsaken us. Do you see the bow in the sky? He remembers his covenant. He's coming back for his bride. So prepare your heart. Let your light shine bright. Don't let your lamp run out at a war. Sow some seed deep down and console. I know sometimes it gets hard. When it's going good, then it falls apart. No matter what, you need to keep the faith. You must endure, you gotta finish the race. I can hear the cries from captivity. Shackles round my neck, around my arms, down to my feet. Can you hear the wailing women facing defeat? So cry, cry, so cry, cry. I can hear the cry from captivity. Shackles round my neck, around my arms, down to my feet. Can you hear the wailing women facing defeat? So cry, cry, so cry, cry. Judgment is here, the world is on fire, fire. Stay out the way, stay out the way. Choose whom you'll serve today. Everybody's confounded. They fighting one and each other. With his blood, you should be a cover. You gotta have a cover. So prepare your heart. Let your light shine bright. Let your lamp run out of order. No way. So see deep down. Everybody has a purpose. Sometimes it gets hard. It gets hard. But it's going good when it falls apart. It falls apart. Now what you need to keep the faith. You must endure. You gotta finish the race. I can hear the cries from captivity. Shackles round my neck, around my arms, down to my feet. Can you hear the wailing women facing defeat? So cry, 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 cry. I can hear the cry from captivity. Shackles round my neck, around my arms, down to my feet. Can you hear the wailing women facing defeat? So cry, cry, yeah. Cry, cry. I can hear the cries from captivity. Shackles from my neck, around my arms, down to my feet. Yeah. Can you hear the wailing women facing defeat? Yeah. Don't be ashamed to cry. Cry the hour. I can hear the cries. 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 I can hear the
Family, first of all, I'd like to say shalom, shalom to everybody that joined us. All right, I know it, no set time, I think, but nevertheless, let me go and get into it. Life on the new plantations. Did you check to see if everyone got off the plantation? All right, but nevertheless, let me get started. I'm just gonna let it play. It's an old video, but it's still relevant.
Rest my head, not gonna waste my life dreaming of a dread. I won't stand up and let you break my bones. I gotta learn to quit and
Bonnie Grill, I'm 44. Get 44. How long you been living here? Practically all my life. Bonnie, I see this black stuff all over the wall, all over your pots, all over everything, all over your kitchen sink. What is this? Smoke. What the smoke is from? The butane we going. They won't change the jets over in the stove. The gas company won't. All they want you to do is pay them money, and if you ain't got no money, they ain't gonna give you no gas. So you burn butane? Yeah. Oh, that's how you cook? Yeah, quick. Because there's no gas out here? No, it ain't no gas. No natural gas? So the only way you can cook is butane? Butane. Either they buy their liquid pots and pans and cook them. So tell me this. How you say you spit up black stuff every day? Yeah. When you cook? Well, they said the carbon dioxide, it come from when the winter time was coming, when I had to inhale this smoke. you know, and stay in, not the doctor's office all the time. Because of this cause this smoke. And so if we can zoom in on her pots and get the walls, everything in here is with black smut all over the walls. Yeah. Was this sharecroppers' homes? Yeah, the landlord used to do something for these homes. But like I said, he done got old, and you know, he probably really just don't care. He just helping us really. Because he can town now when he get ready. He just helping us, just letting us stay here. And how much? Because he know we ain't got nowhere to stay. Right. $125 a month. Mama.
See, while your low-key white supremacist is out here stealing, stealing the resources. This is what's going on. We are being sabotaged consistently. Understand? And let me show myself. Hold on. Let me see here. That might work. Yeah. And you got to go through hell and high water to get your unemployment that they took out your check. While these white folks are stealing everything. They controlling the money. They stealing everything. They are not going to jail. No one's held accountable. Meanwhile, you want to tell us to pull ourselves up, and when we do, you flood our towns with. Matter of fact, let me do an audible right quick. I don't need me talking about it. Let me just do it. Hold on. Let me see here. I just saw a video today. I don't know if I can find it. Let me see here. How did we get here? And I don't agree with their left-wing tactics. Hold on. Right here. I found it. Praise y'all for that. I ain't going to play all of it.
A member of a terror.
Where your church folks at talking about we got to reconcile? Where your church folks at talking about reparations? How come we always got to ignore the atrocities and become the flow mat for the heathens? When, since they claim to be so-called Christians, then apply that Bible to them and show them that they are hypocrites. That's what Mashiach did. He didn't come to the scribes and Pharisees to try to get along and find himself a place where he can fit in. He called them out on the word. It wasn't no coming to trying to get along. All right? Start calling these heathen devils out. Y'all know about Seneca Village, don't you? Central Park, Seneca Village. Yeah. Well, I did a video on that probably about a year ago. It's called, what do they call it? Anyway, it's underwater. Y'all see that? These are all the black towns that they done covered up with water. Don't y'all never let these heathens talking about pull yourself. Y'all dismiss them heathens. All right? Dismiss them. Look at all these darn towns. And these Negroes running around talking about, hey, we don't know. The Most High gonna make them pay. They're gonna pay in blood, and they're gonna have to put in some work. That's what the Bible say. Look now.
Hey.
That's what Brother Mikael, I think Mikael stay there. Close to it.
Wait, that's a real.
I just want y'all to see that. Before y'all go to making fun of the sister cause she can't talk and stuff, it don't matter. It wouldn't matter if she got a high school education. It don't matter if she talk proper English. English ain't our language no way. So I could care less about pronouncing the language of the enemy. As long as you know what I'm talking about, it's good enough for me. But before you go to talking about she should have did it, we done all that. We done all that. We done had our own stuff. The government get together, build highways and interstates right through our towns. We done went to school, educate, all that. They done took it, tore it down, and stole the money out the bank. We done that. So before you go to talking about this one, whatever, Stop it.
Let's walk outside and just.
Yep. Cause it's so hot. Come on, Jeremiah. You walk outside. Yeah, but you gonna go to sleep too. Come on. Come on, bad boy. Come on. He coming. Yep, he coming.
Oh, really? Well, then you can take care of
Your walls are just wood.
My husband did that. Me and him did that. We put wood on top of the wood. When he worked for another farmer. He gave him a lot of wood. We doing this ourselves. Probably anything you do in your house, you gonna do it yourself.
Hold on. You're not gonna get in the car.
Nope.
Let's go outside. I see the first place. So you have.
So just dried up, really.
So this is also.
Yep.
This is why you have the blanket up there.
Mm-hmm. Keep the bugs and mosquitoes out.
So the bugs and mosquitoes come in the house.
Yeah.
Wow.
You leave a light out there. We don't have no place to stay and nowhere to go. That's when he keep them up. He tell me that all the time. Yep. Cause he wouldn't lose nothing no way. The insurance will pay him for whatever go on. He can tell now he can make a field out of here. He just helping up. You know, he could plant beans all the way through here. He could be making him some money. Yep.
So what you hoping to see come out of this?
I hope that they do something for the town of Wales, and I hope they get us better houses. Have it so we can get a house. You know, what Jeremiah? You know, you can't even go nowhere around here and get a house. That they holler if you got bad credit, pay your credit off and come back. And they got apartments. They pick who they want. Yep. And then you still have to pay to stay in some of them. No. Yeah, I'm gonna whoop you.
You was you said that your mother was a sharecropper. You picked cotton, right?
Yeah. I picked cotton and chopped cotton. It was hot. We had a lot of hot days out there in the cotton field.
You say you picked the cotton because it was to buy your son some.
Yeah, buy my son school clothes. Yeah, I had to buy my chopped cotton and pick cotton to buy my son clothes for a month and a half. About to fall out there in the field. When they
what year was you picking cotton and chopping cotton?
My son was born in 81, and I picked cotton way before he was born. I was about 10 or 12 when I picked cotton because my mama used to take us to the field with her. When she used to tote them bags on her shoulder, they used to let her go down through there and help them pick cotton. No. And the older we got, we started chopping cotton for $20 a day.
$20 a day?
$20 a day. That's right, $20 a day. That's what we chop cotton for.
So what time did your day start? What time did your day end?
We went from 6 to 5 that evening. Yep, we got off for lunch, 30 minutes, go to the store, throw something in your mouth, go back to the field. Yeah.
So, and you want President Obama to see this, how you living?
I want him to see how we living, because I know he sent some money.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Obama. That show you the video a few years old. I don't know if the house is, what their condition is now. But it's still going on. I see people walking. I see people living under bridges. And meanwhile, I see people going to the food pantry in very nice cars. Now, I'm not going to, I don't know the situation or whatever. But if I ran a food pantry, I'm going to the folks I know. I'm going to the bridges. That's what I'm going to do. Not to say that the people that's going to the food pantry is less than. Because it could be somebody that's living on the bridge catching a ride. But if I was running the food pantry, the homeless folks that I know ain't got nothing is the ones going to get the first. And, that's just me. But, I'm not running the food pantry, so. But, yeah.
To the town of Wales, and I know they could do better than what they doing about us because they holler about we out the city limit.
So you out the city limit?
That's what they say. They say we stay out the city limit.
So you in the rural area?
Well, we are
county.
If anything go on over here, the police have to come from Charleston. The one from Wales can't come over here. You have to wait on one to come from Charleston.
So what about the ambulance?
Oh man, somebody beat them dead. By the time the ambulance take them 2 or 3 hours. Yep. Shut up. Take them 2 or 3 hours to make it here.
So what do you feel when you hear people say that people here can do better? They don't want nothing.
They don't know what they talking about because half of us didn't finish school and we ain't got the education they got, and we don't have the jobs they got and making the money they got. They don't know what they talking about. Nope. They figure we could do much better. What I'm supposed to do at the age 44? Go back to school and be about 85 or 60 when
I'm gonna tell you something. This is what happened. A lot of black folks are going to college getting degrees. Then they changed the law. They changed the rules so you could get the jobs without the degrees, but they was giving them to the immigrants. That's why when you pick up the phone and call for an emergency, or not emergency, but assistance, let's just say DirecTV or AT&T, you got immigrants on the phone. That's what they do. You go to school and get these so-called master's degree, a degree of your master's, and they move the goalposts. That's what they do. Y'all gonna write a darn degree is useless. I trust the cold outside. At least I know what it is. I trust the cold outside. These folks is cold-hearted inside and out, but they'll act like outwardly that they so compassionate. The beacon of morality. Yeah, I trust the coldness outside.
I graduate, and stuff like that. I figure, I should have been stayed in school. It's nobody's fault but mine. But, I figure we can get some help. They helping other people.
Are you going to be at the town? Are you going to be at the public hearing, the Poor People's Campaign public hearing on Friday?
Yes, ma'am.
So would you come and voice your concerns for yourself?
I gotta find a place.
Okay. Nice video, but I can't. But yeah. Yeah, this. Look, I just picked out one video. I saw the child. Let me see what this is. In Jackson. It's going to look like this is supposed to be the state capitol. This looks like a shotgun house. Let me see here. This wherever we at. See, ain't no jobs there. Then they want to talk about the crime. But meanwhile, the people that got the wealth is taking a job elsewhere. See what I'm saying? Let me play this video over here first. Not that one. Play this video.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is an update on Brett Favre, and it appears that Governor Tate Reeves was very much in on the funding of the volleyball stadium too. So this came out in the Mississippi Free Press. They have obtained public records that came from the governor's office. And in 2017, before Reeves actually became the governor of Mississippi, the Department of Human Services directed $5 million in temporary assistance for needy families, welfare funds, to build a volleyball facility. So Reeves knew this. Going back to 2017, he knew about this funding. And remember, Brett wanted to be taken out of this entire thing, and he's really up to it in his eyeballs. So his daughter, Braley Favre, was starting a volleyball career at USM that year, but even after getting help from the Mississippi.
They use that, brother DSB, as an excuse not to hire you. Yeah, they use that as, I might need you to train me on how to whale. Make some doggone weapons, some stuff they ain't never seen before. But nevertheless, yeah, they use that. They got all kind of reasons not to hire you. That's why I'm done trying. I'm done worrying about what the heathens think. I see what they think. This is what they think.
Mississippi Department of Human Services officials, the celebrity athletes still owed the university at least $1.6 million for the project upon its completion in January 2020.
That's the next video I'm doing. Right there on the screen. That's the next video I'm doing. See, I'm not worried about them devils. Whatever I say, I tell them to their face. All right? See, that's why they want to put chemicals in your food to mess with your hormones, so you come down all soft and moist and suspect as a man. Won't speak justice. You want to tiptoe through the tulip. Meanwhile, you got mortar rounds firing overhead. You got bombs on the left and right of you, but you supposed to be tiptoeing in the middle of a war zone, worrying about the feelings of the heathens.
So
you might ought to get your doggone hormones in check, man. If you worried about making white folks feel comfortable, you might ought to find some food to get your testosterone back where it's supposed to be. Not over. You can't overdo it. Balance. All right? You might want to check your hormones. You worried about the feelings of the oppressors rather than the feelings of our people. Something is wrong.
There were text messages, and we know about this from my previous videos on Favre and Governor Phil Bryant at the time, so who just left his job weeks earlier, asking if he could think of anyone or any other way to get funding for the remainder of the volleyball facility. Brian revealed in those text messages in September's court filings as part of a civil case over misspent TANF funds. In the message, Brian told Favre that the state auditor was still conducting an investigation into spending the Department of Human Services money and that he may need to visit Lieutenant Governor Delbert Hosemann and Reeves.
And see, the only thing they looking at right now is paying the money back. These are prisons. These are crimes. See, these are crimes. Let that be a black governor. Let that be Michael Vick. See, let that be even Pastor Porkchop. Yeah. See, since they got the complexion for the protection, they don't have to worry about that. That's all right.
Who is the current governor right now? The then new governor to seek funding from the legislature. He also suggested speaking to Senator Briggs Hobson, the Senate Appropriation Committee chairman. Damn, well, how many people are involved in this thing? Wow. I mean, this is crazy. Okay, y'all. So this is a text message from the current governor, Tate Reeves, to Brett Favre. So the text message that Governor Reeves' office sent in response to his public records requests for texts between him and Favre, however, do not include any texts on January 26, 2020, the first of one of the batch of documents dated January 27th, 2020 at 11:49 a.m. The Mississippi Free Press. This is what they wanted the governor's office to explain. So on Friday morning, the public record compliance, Shelby Witcher, said they reviewed the production and no text messages were left out. So you see, hey, bud, we set to talk today at 2. All right, so this is Todd said Favre wrote to Reeve. On the 27th of January text, it is not clear who Todd is. Reeve replied with a thumbs up emoji at 2:01 p.m. Favre, he asked Reeve if he was free to talk. Reeve said, yes, sir. And another text from Favre, Reeve later that afternoon makes it clear that the two discussed the volleyball facility during their phone call, failed to mention, but there will be state programs using the facility like seminars, teen rallies, obesity campaigns, etc. The athlete wrote at 3:55 p.m. Again, thanks. I know you have many requests, Favre added. He shared another thought 15 hours later at 7:15 a.m. on January 28th, 2020, and named it after Governor Bryan.
I think he was telling him to name it after Governor Bryan. So, boy, these are gonna get to dictate. Boy, they get to dictate. You know remember this these welfare kings now. Don't y'all get that? Don't get it twisted. Yeah, this is an arson investigation. They got money to burn. Yeah, this is an arson investigation. They burning money. Meanwhile, the poor folks they don't care that the black lady living in a darn slave house. They don't care that the woman got inhaling carbon monoxide. They do not care that you even got white folks living under bridges. They don't care. See, that's one thing about you heathens and you white supremacist devils out there. Whatever happened to us, eventually it happens to you. See, y'all was fine and dandy long as it was black folks with no place to go. Y'all was fine and dandy long as the crack and the drugs were tearing up our houses. Y'all was fine and dandy long as the unemployment was for us. But look around now. I see mostly white folks homeless now around here. I know it's still a lot of people. I see some of our folks out, but I see mostly y'all. I see mostly y'all strung out on drugs. Houses torn apart. So y'all keep on with your racism. Keep on with your cold-heartedness. Just keep on with it. Because your day is coming. And the seasons is changing. Just keep on with it.
The text messages do not include a response from Reeve to any of those messages. So they have been sending these text messages going all the way back to 2017, according to this article. But it's funny how he wants to be removed from this investigation, but he's really in up to his eyeballs when it comes down to these allegations. And
how do you know the federal government is involved? Their lack of action. That's how you know. Federal government, that money could have them poor black, they all over, especially the Delta. You seen Jackson? I didn't play the video because I didn't want the video to be too long. We poor folks everywhere. The government ain't that. Where is the CNN railing these conservatives down here about this welfare money and all these poor folks in Mississippi? All they got to do is ride through. You gonna see them. Where is the journalism? See, I'm telling you, ain't no left-wing white supremacy and no right-wing white supremacy. Both of them is the same serpent dragon. Both of them. The dragon got to have two wings to fly. You just got some Negroes over here on the right side of the dragon. And you got some Negroes over here on the left side of the dragon. But they all of them all of us is headed to hell or some type of destruction. The reason why I said some type of destruction, some people gonna repent and see what's going on. But nevertheless, If you is booking a flight with the dragon, you is headed for destruction. If you don't get off, you're headed for destruction.
They said it's a lot. It's a lot of text messaging. And you can imagine it would be from 2017 all the way up to 2022. Oh, yeah. They've been chattering a lot. So we shall see what direction this goes in, y'all. But this sure don't look good. Seeing how many more people are being fingered in this whole thing. Now, this present governor has got a boatload of text messages with Brett Favre too. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.
Matter of fact, I saw this video right here, and the wheels started turning. The wheels started turning. The tank wheels started rolling. This video right here, yeah. See, I usually go to our people to get informed, cause you go to them, they gonna try to tell you what to think. See, then there's gonna be some kind of lie with it. But yeah, this video right here. So yeah, the wheels got to turning. The tank wheels got to turning. But yeah, all right. Let me keep moving. Let me see here. Let me play this. I'm gonna play this again. Darn devils.
And you did not take over this country by singing "We Shall Overcome." You did not gain control of the world like you have it now by dealing fairly with a man and keeping your word. You're treaty breakers, you're liars, you're thieves, you rape entire continents and races of people. Then you wonder why these very people don't have any confidence or trust in you. Your religion means nothing. Your law is a farce, and we see it every day. You demonstrated it in Alabama. And I can say you because you're part of the whole system. You profit from it. In fact, you make your living from it. You couldn't walk around and talk to people, stand up in your pulpit on Sunday and preach nice little songs and say, now we're going to give thanks to the Lord for he is good and old Jesus be among us. As far as we're concerned, your Jesus is contaminated, just like everything else you tried to force upon us is contaminated. Well, so you can have him. And here's what I'll say. I wish you would follow Jesus like we followed him. Because if you did that, then we'd be in charge tomorrow. We studied your history.
And they know we'll be in charge. The Most High gave the earth to us. I don't care if you heathens don't like it. Y'all know this. That's why y'all worried about, that's why you're micromanaging us. A grown man can't even post a link about black history and black empowerment, Kyrie. A grown man. See, if it's a lie, it wouldn't take. You can destroy a lie with little or no effort. See, I could destroy those Jewish rabbis with a 12th grade education and growing up, living the word, eating up the word. I can destroy those rabbis. If I happen to run across them, I ain't gonna try to go for the juggler. He said, why not go for the? Cause I don't know, they might repent. But ever how they come at me, that's what they're gonna get back. See, I don't try to just go for the juggler unless because I don't know who's gonna convert. See, we got to be mindful. You don't want to turn people away from the Most High, but that does not mean that you kissing behind and bowing down and being a yes sir Negro. Okay. But look here. He should be the target. Y'all just heard that video Sister Lisa just did. The current governor, that's why he got this lawyer. That's why he got this lawyer off this case. Because he knew if that lawyer got to digging back far enough, they're gonna find him up in the Kool-Aid. See, that's why he got rid of that lawyer. See, that's why he got rid of him. I'm gonna put this up here. Y'all can if y'all want a link or whatever to any video, just let me know in the chat room and I'll try to get it for you. All right. But yeah, that's why he got rid of that lawyer, because he's knee deep in it. Yeah. What y'all listening to about? He defending firing welfare scandal. He in the scandal. You see how the criminals get to investigate themselves and find themselves not guilty. What verse is that? Somebody put that verse in the chat for me. I know y'all know. Find themselves not guilty. All right. It's a comment I want to go over. Let me see, can I find? I forgot. Right here. Right there. I'm glad you made that comment. Yeah, his name is Piggy. This little Piggy. Hey, look, a whole family of immigrants with a sign talking about they need to go to New York or California. So how they going? I got to worry about my folks. I'm not bypassing my folks that's been in this war since what, 70 AD to go help some other folks. I'm not doing that. And I don't hate the immigrants for it's not their fault that this country hate us so much that they are bypassing us and giving them resources. I'm not going but if they show some hostility, they're going to get some work. See what I'm saying? If they show some hostility. But yeah, you better go ask Biden, go ask whoever these old bootlicking Negroes or whatever, because I ain't got nothing for you. I'm sorry. They got to be about near doggone dead, and the Most High tell me something. Yeah. I'm not worried about them. That's the problem. We got a congressional black caucus helping. We got a congressional black caucus helping immigrants and bypassing black folks right there in California. That's exactly what's going on. I call them the congressional black caucus. There you go, right there. Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them. Who possess us? They do. We are in this land. We are being continuously slaughtered and has been. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. How is let me see. Let me get that off of there. All right. How is I should have kept him up there, Lisa video up there. Should have kept Lisa video up there, use that picture. How is this current governor slaying us? Anytime you steal money from the poor and give it to the rich, the unneeded, just to consume upon their lust. What is their lust? A volleyball center. So you telling me a volleyball center is more important than taking care of your taxpayers? That's what you're telling me by your actions. So they is slaying us. That woman, that lady that was in Tallahatchie, Mississippi, breathing in fumes because she can't get a good heater. She can't get the proper equipment because she don't have no money. Is dying a slow death. So these heathens is slaying us. You see how that works? So these heathens going to be shocked. When they go before the Most High on Judgment Day, they're going to be shocked at the crimes that they're going to have to answer for. Not only that, they killing the children that's living there with her. Okay. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Okay. They allow white supremacists to get together and congregate and plot on killing black folks and do nothing about it. Knowing that they full existence is to kill us. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. They allow that this whole government, these doggone white preachers going to hell, knowing they got Klan members in their congregation, and matter of fact, they probably part of the Klan also. So y'all got blood all on y'all and don't even know it. Y'all just keep on, just carry on. At ease, heathens, at ease. Just keep being at ease. All right, now, and let me see that. I can't read that. and they that slay them, let me see here, and they that slay them, and they that sell them, say, blessed be the Lord. That go your preacher right there. That go your conservative pastor. Blessed be the Lord, for I'm rich. And you got our own shepherds, our own poor pimp, pork chop, pimping preachers don't even have pity for us. Sister so-and-so, I know you ain't got nowhere to go, but you ain't paid tithe. You got to pay your tithe. Sister so-and-so, I know you're a single mother and they killed your child's father, but you still got to pay them tithes. See, brother so-and-so, I know you just got out of prison with $10,000 fine. I know you just got out of prison owing child support. I know you got out of prison knowing you got to pay the PO, but you still got to pay them tithes. That's the shepherd. See, yeah. But the Bible said the believers are supposed to take care of the widows and the orphans and the needy, not the government. So you pork chop eating preachers, you backsliding preachers, you got blood on your hands. You got blood on your hands. All right. Let me move on. Let me see here. Let me see how long this thing is. I ain't got no 26 minutes. Let me go to this video. All right.
Of the governor's alleged involvement. Evening, recent revelations of the governor's alleged involvement in the welfare lawsuit are uncovering more information.
Now a defendant in the lawsuit to reclaim some of those immense spent millions once Governor Tate Reeves named as a defendant himself. 12 News' Tal has new details in the case.
Attorney Jim Wade of Tupelo asked for a hearing to look into whether Governor Tate Reeves should be made a defendant in the TANF case and if he had any influence on the former attorney on the case, Brad Pigett's unsuspected firing. Findings in recent days point to Reeves' alleged involvement in the welfare fraud case in Mississippi, highlighting a Mississippi Today article dated August 12th on whether Reeves inspired his fitness trainer, Paul Lacoste, a defendant in the lawsuit, to illegally receive welfare funds. Wade told 12 News he doesn't believe it's
illegal. Where are the charges? See, not guilty. Not guilty.
His defendant's best in Paul Lacoste, a defendant in the lawsuit, involvement in the welfare fraud case in Mississippi, highlighting a Mississippi Today article dated August 12th on whether Reeves inspired his fitness trainer, Paul Lacoste, a defendant in the lawsuit, to illegally receive welfare funds. Wade told 12 News he doesn't believe it's
okay. If did nobody illegally receive welfare funds, then where did the money go? It's a paper trail. The government know where the money went. The government know who took the money, but yet they are doing nothing. Huh? Where the money at? Is the government still got the money? If it is, then why? If they had the money, then you wouldn't see this. Is the money still sitting in the bank? If they had the money, you wouldn't see this. See, they know where the money is at. They know who took it, but you don't see no click clack of the cuff. Nothing. You don't hear the left wing white supremacist media talking about it. And you sure don't hear the right wing talking about it. Okay?
It's in his defendant's best interest to speak on the ongoing civil suit right now. We reached out to Brad Pigett's law firm multiple times and have not heard back.
He must be done got on cold with him. He ain't saying nothing. Maybe they done threatened him. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they got some dirt on him. But he ain't saying nothing. So you can't even trust him. That's the Piggott was the one investigating where the money went, and the government and Tate Reeves, who was knee deep up in it himself, conspiring to steal welfare money, fired the lawyer that was investigating where the welfare money went. Well, he helped fire him. Okay.
A statement from the Mississippi Department. We reached out to Brad Pickett's law firm multiple times and have not heard back. A statement from the Mississippi Department of Human Services reads in part, MDHS worked with the Attorney General, who by statute must approve the selection of outside counsel. We anticipate a formal announcement following approval of the proposed contract with Jones Walker by the State Personnel Board. The State Personnel Board is expected to meet 10 a.m. Thursday, where it will review the new contract with Walker, who is replacing Pickett. Reporting in Jackson, Tao 12 News.
So you got the Gestapo running this country. Y'all want to read that? You can type that in yourself and look. Okay, I'm not hiding nothing. You Mississippi Today. If you want the link, just ask for it, and I'll drop it in the chat. Okay, but if you don't, but if you want to find it yourself, just type Mississippi Today and type that title in. It's going to take you right to it. Okay. Same thing. Ousted welfare scandal lawyer had political agenda. No, see, he's saying the reason why he got rid of him is because he had a political agenda. This is politics. You the governor, you fired him. Wasn't that a political agenda? You stealing money from poor folks because they black. Is that not a political agenda? Helping Brett Favre steal money for a volleyball court for a PWI, predominantly white institution, is that not a political agenda? If it ain't, y'all, somebody help me out now. All right. Remember, this is a conflict of interest. This is a conflict of interest. The guy, Brett Favre, that's being investigated, he is also communicating with Brett to help steal his money. They got money to burn. So we just doing a little arson investigation. We see the accelerants. We see the gasoline they got ready for the fire. We see the gas that was used to start the fire. We see the light that's being shined upon the scandal that ignited the fire. And we see the maintaining of the fire burning because they lying and going on. But yeah, we do a little arson investigation. And look, governor trying to keep USM out of the welfare fraud. But the welfare, let me see. But they got the money. That's where the money went. He trying to see, you got the governor working, trying to cover up a crime. See, let me say, it's an iPad. If somebody, one of my neighbors sold me this, and let's just say it was stolen. I didn't know it was stolen. I don't see my neighbor stealing stuff, but I get caught with this and it's stolen. They got charges for me called receiving stolen property. Understand what I'm saying? So if I buy this from my neighbor and this happened to be stolen and I didn't know it was stolen, they got a charge for me called receiving stolen property. But when it's the government, when you got the complexion for the protection, it's nothing. These folks can take their laws and shove them up their behind. They can take their laws and set fire to them. They can take their laws and do whatever, throw them in the trash can. All right? Here he is. Okay, now, if you had nothing, this is the current governor now. If you had nothing to do with the stealing of the welfare fraud, welfare funds, these welfare kings, why is you worried about covering up? If you're so balanced and all about justice and truth and equity, why you got to try to cover up who received the stolen funds? This school right here, Southern Miss, the Golden Eagles, received stolen property. They received stolen property. Okay? All right. Okay, who's going to jail? Oh, don't forget the $1 million man, Ted DiBiase. He got some of that welfare money too. Ted D. He got some of that welfare money. Where he at? Where he at? See, that I'm looking at about 5 to 10 for a little iPad that's old and outdated. But these folks that got millions of dollars and crickets. Crickets. Y'all remember this guy? I remember watching this guy on wrestling. Yeah. I just want y'all to see this stuff. But we supposed to be worried about this country going down. No. But let me keep going. All right. Now, y'all familiar with, I did the slums. To see the people that need the money going elsewhere. Now, I know the money, let me do this here. Let me see here. I'm looking for a video. Yeah, this is it. Well, this is a woman up there. Is it in? It is. Let me see. It's on Facebook. It might not be the same video. Hold on. Let me try it. But I remember this sister being on there. Okay.
To put food on. You know, you have to make a choice whether you want to pay your light bill or whether you want to put food on the table.
Tamara Edwards raised 4 children on her own in Mississippi, applying for welfare benefits just once for childcare while she worked. Each year, Mississippi gets $86 million in welfare money from the federal government, though the state rejects 90%.
I want y'all to say a lot on that. Every year, they get $86 million for the welfare kings and queens. 90% of people that's trying to get the money is rejected. So where is that $86 million going year after 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 year? They need to do an audit all the way back. Meanwhile, our people ain't got drinking poison for water. We living outside, in a shack. They might as well be outside. While you got these devils getting $86 million a year, where is that money going? Where the IRS at? Where is the IRS? The Department of Justice, the FBI. Huh? Where? What? I don't hear nothing. Where this money been going? See, now, I know my wife a little reserved, but look, I've been working and I got to go through all these hoops and call these folks about unemployment that they took out of my check that I got laid off for that they don't want to give me. Money that they took out my check. I got to go through all this red tape, yellow tape, whatever kind of tape they got for unemployment because I got laid off. I didn't quit. You see, I'm sick of these devils. I'm sick of them. I'm going to play that back for you. Look, where that money been going? And they got the nerve to sit back, point fingers, talking about some welfare kings.
It's just once for childcare while she worked. Each year, Mississippi gets $86 million in welfare money from the federal government, though the state rejects 90% of those who apply, including Edwards.
When I reapplied, I was not able to be on it again because they told me that they didn't have the fundings for it.
But the state was dispersing millions more of its welfare dollars, just not to families that urgently needed it. In court documents and audit reports, the state alleges that the head of Mississippi's welfare agency squandered more than $70 million intended for children in poverty. Instead,
you see this devil here, this fork-tongued devil right here. Now, they stole it. They ain't squandered. They stole it. See.
The welfare agency squandered more of its welfare dollars, just not to families that urgently needed it. In court documents and audit reports, the state alleges that the head of Mississippi's welfare agency squandered more than $70 million intended for children in poverty, instead using it as a private slush fund to benefit his family and friends. Tens of millions of dollars on items like hiring retired pro wrestlers, first-class air travel, a horse ranch, and $5 million to build this women's volleyball facility at the University of Southern Mississippi. That building with ties to an NFL Hall of Famer. Brett Favre's daughter played volleyball at the university. Text messages obtained by Mississippi Today show Favre saying he helped secure government grant money for a new arena. And he personally was paid more than $1 million to give 3 motivational speeches that never happened. Favre declined to talk to NBC News, but his attorney says he has been questioned by the FBI. Favre says he never knew it was welfare money. And
I'm done. I'm done. They darn devil. They need to go all the way where that money been going. Y'all ought to see. They don't want Mississippi in the news. But I'm airing out all the dirty laundry because you ain't washed your clothes. I'm airing it out. You want to give black folks a hard time? Okay. All right. May y'all blow the covers off you devils. Okay, here come Moses. Let me see here. Let me do some Jackson water crisis. Brown water in Jackson. See, this is the government. That's why you don't see no feds. That's why the government ain't kicking them no dust, because they is in on it, y'all. That's why they in on it. I know these folks don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They in on it. Let me see here. Let me close some of these windows. Okay, yeah. The water crisis in Jackson. Telling y'all, they got the nerve to try to go get some of our kids to go fight their damn wars. See, look, this is what I'm really mad about. Anything we stay out of white folks' wars. You brothers in there, don't cut your hair. Just let your hair grow. Just let your hair grow. Look at this stuff. Sisters getting killed. But yeah. I'll get to that in a minute. Not right now. I'll get to that later. Not right now. That's what I got coming. It's on deck. Folks can't even get no doggone clean water, and these devils are stealing everything. We supposed to sit back. Oh, you're being aggressive. So giving black folks brown drinking water, that's not aggressive. Stealing from poor folk, that's not aggressive. Okay. Stealing land from black folks, that's not aggressive. Allowing a historical hate group get together, congregate, move up in the ranks of government, military, that's not aggressive. But me talking about what's aggressive is aggressive. See, I'm talking to you Negroes. You might want to check your hormones. You're off. Or you either that or you're a coon or something. You might want to check your hormones. They putting stuff in the food and stuff. You can't even take a shower in that stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm aggressive because I'm speaking about the aggression. You radical. What you mean I'm radical? What you talking about? What are these white folks then? What are they? Negroes will go out their way to go make white folks feel comfortable while the white folks kill us. I guess they want us to have a comfortable death. But nevertheless, okay. But yeah, I'm about done. I'm wrapping it up. Okay, yeah, Moses. We go to Brother Moses over here.
Is logically the next step to using scientific principles to generate fresh, clean water. No minerals or preservatives added. And that's what one CEO has found. And with the use of science, he has created a machine that captures.
We need to try to get with this brother and maybe get together and try to see if we can get something rolling. How much? I want to know how much one of them things costs, and can you make a house model? If you can make one big, you can definitely make a smaller one. You don't need none of that darn water.
All of the condensation out of the air and produces thousands of gallons of water per day. Each machine weighs approximately 18 to 2,500 pounds and can produce 1,500 gallons or more of water, depending on its size.
Mr. Moses West is an Army Ranger who got out of the military, and he developed this technology for the military. So when you see the military going all over the world, they don't bring balls of water with them. They produce it from the air that's on location. And this technology can be used here in Jackson, Mississippi, especially in an emergency situation. Instead of having thousands of bottles of water, we distributed 11 million bottles of water over the last couple of weeks. Well, this is better for the environment and more sustainable.
I wonder why the government ain't get together and work with that brother to help him solve the water crisis in Flint. Huh? Why they ain't getting together to try to do something about the Flint? Y'all do know the water's still bad. All the bad water, all the times that we got bad drinking water. Why the federal government ain't getting together to try to do something? And a bigger question than that, white folks and all of y'all experiencing drought out west, why the government ain't trying to get these machines out there so it won't be no water shortages, those of you who getting your water from Lake Mead? Like I said, whatever affects us now, just wait. If the video don't want to play, let me cue it up, see what happens.
The estate is logically the next step to using scientific principles to generate fresh, clean water. No minerals or preservatives added. And that's what one CEO has found. And with the use of science, he has created a machine that captures all of the condensation out of the air and produces thousands of gallons of water per day. Each machine weighs approximately 18 to 2,500 pounds and can produce 1,500 gallons or more of water, depending on its size.
Mr. Moses West is an Army Ranger who got out of the military, and he developed this technology for the military over the last couple of weeks. Well, this is better for the environment and more sustainable.
If we can take a human being and put them on the moon, if we can put a rover on Mars, control it from here, and let it drive around, we can surely build a machine and take water out of the atmosphere. So right now, every neighborhood in the United States that's in the southern hemisphere that's hot and humid, there's absolutely no reason why you should not be producing or could not be producing your own water. And the best way for me to say it or show you, even better than any words I ever have, is by doing. And so all I gotta do is secretly kind of reach over here. That's water out of Mississippi air.
That is so cool, isn't it? Well, why is this important? Well, representatives are pushing to have these machines manufactured here in Mississippi. The labor would provide job opportunities for the state and help during emergencies such as natural disasters and a water crisis. Taking water.
Okay. I'm gonna play a Bible verse. Let me see. Let me go to the Bible verse. Let me show y'all something y'all probably missed in Genesis. Hold on. Y'all hold on. Bear with me. Must spell separate wrong. Divide. That's what it is. Divide the waters. That's what it is. It's divide the water. Let me just go to it. All right, hold on. It's right here in the beginning. Okay, look right here. And Yah said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Now think about it. He pulling water out the air, right? So we breathe the water called oxygen. Fish breathe the oxygen that's in the water. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Fish get their oxygen from the water. In the water. Fish breathe the water. That's how they get their oxygen. Look. Let us divide the water. So that machine is literally dividing the waters. I'm trying to understand it, to explain it the best way I can. The machine is dividing the water. It's taking the water that's in the air and making drinkable water. Like the water in the ocean evaporate back up into the air and becomes rain. I just had to throw that in there. I hope I explained that best I could. Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, the heavens, the firmament, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Okay? The land didn't appear till later on. Look, here go your land that's dividing the waters. See, the land was created the next day. Look, this is how you know. And Yah said, let the waters under heaven be gathered together unto one place. Boom. And let dry land appear. And it was so. Let me say law on that. All right. All right, fam. Y'all give me a minute. Maybe 4:30. 4:30. All right. Y'all take care. I'm just looking for something to play. All right. Let me see. Shalom, fam. Love y'all. Got another one coming up in a few minutes, maybe 4:35.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land. Where all this pride coming from, huh? We denied the sun from the jump, number one. Number two, we worship all these falsified deities, sending vain praises up, worshiping our enemies. Three, we glorify, put our trust in man, idolizing doctrines that's abominable to man, and we puffed up like we done something, even though the prophets told us that the Lord would turn from us, utterly destroy us.
And the brother named Moses. Don't forget that one. The brother named Moses. You know Moses divided the waters of the Red Sea. This Moses, the Most High, the Most High allowed him to divide the waters of the air. Yeah, just say la on that now. We gonna be all right. Stop worrying about what these heathens got going on. It's irrelevant. All right? Most High awesome.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land. Where all this pride coming from, huh? We denied the sun from the jump, number one. Number two, we worship all these falsified deities, sending vain praises up, worshiping our enemies. Three, we glorify and put our trust in man, idolizing doctrines that's abominable to man, and we puffed up like we done something, even though the prophets told us that the Lord would turn from us, utterly destroy us, homeland desolate. He told us he would scatter us. Tell me what you thought that meant. Most these pastors teaching nonsense in the pulpits, ministers of Satan, that's who they be fooling with. Doctrines of devils, demons in your reign, sin and iniquity, never ending pain. Pray the Lord forgive me, I blaspheme his name. In my holy ignorance, have mercy on me, man. Have mercy on me, man. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he cares for you. I was a sinner and I know it, trying to change though. Read scripts, trying to apply them to my life, so I had to make some changes, call it audible. Cause some things I was doing was abominable. Had a slice of humble pie, you should try it, B. It's that inner self that you should be trying to reach. It's that daily bread that we should be trying to eat. The spirit mindset we should be trying to keep. All this hatred is of Satan, he deceived us all. But if we believe on the Son, he gon' redeem us all. Glorified bodies, but are you teachable? Or do you just wanna do what you wanna do? That's a question we gotta ask ourselves, cause that sound like self-worship and that's a path to hell. Well, as for me, I'ma humble on down, and with a trembling heart pray for my crown. Now, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. For it is God which worketh in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world, holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Christ, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. Yea, and if I be offered upon the sacrifice and service of your faith, I joy and rejoice with all of you.